Good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening. Um, if you've noticed, this is a different look. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, sorry. I think I had a piece of dust fly in my nose because it started itching. I know, gross, right? But yeah, this is a different look. I'm experimenting with this particular camera here, and I'm kind of seeing that it's a little bit jittery, but um, we'll just use it for tonight. But let me know throughout, or if you are catching this on the replay, or if you're here live, let me know. You can put a comment down below, or just put something in the chat that this this particular camera that's facing me is, whether you like it or if it's kind of choppy or kind of smooth. I'm just kind of testing out different things. Normally I do have my cell phone, which I use as a webcam, but that particular cell phone is very limiting and the camera quality or the picture quality isn't that good, so I wanted to kind of test this particular camera out. But hi everyone, hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and let's do some shout outs before we get started on tonight's project. So let's see who's here. Guess who it is? It's Miss Nancy. Hello. And Miss Kinono Show is here. She's saying hi. Donna Hoskins is here. Hello, Donna. And Sandra K is here. Hey, Sandra. Diane Watson is here. She's sorting through crumbs, making piles. Okay. Well, glad you joined us and glad that we can keep you company. Also, Diane, check your email. I did send something to you later or earlier today. So, okay. And hello, Kim. How are you? Hope everything is okay. Lupina Roan, how are you? From California. Hey, neighbor. Kim says that she got the checkerboard quilted today. Still have to add binding and get the checkers made. One of grandson's gifts almost done. I made a cloth book for the grandbaby or baby grandson. Still have to paint ornaments. So, wow. So you got a long list of stuff to do, Kim. Okay. Oh, so much fun sitting and sewing. Love it. That's Donna Hoskins actually talking to Diane. Jackie is here. Hey, Jackie. And we got Vera Weeks here. Hey, Vera. Let's see. Just trying to scroll through, making sure. Hello, Miss Barbara McKinley. How are you? Glad you made it here tonight. Miss June Hansen. Hey, girl. How you been? Glad you made it here. Katie Crafts. Hey, Katie. Debbie Ott is here. Hi, Debbie. And if I miss somebody, I do apologize for that. But I'm just kind of scrolling through because there's a lot of chatter or people are talking to each other, so I'm trying to skip all of that. Linda Faust is here. Hey, Linda. Sharon Cruz, I see you. Remo J. Hello, Miss Remo. Glad you made it here tonight. Hope everything went well with Dad. And Miss Mona did what? Glad you made it here. Mary Jane Ellinger saying hello. Catherine Sofkittis. Sorry, I'm totally butchering that last name, but it's Sofkittis. I hope I got that right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know what it feels like when people don't pronounce your name right, because my last name is Oda, O-D-A, but they say O'Day, Ada. What else do they say? Some people just spell it out. I have fun with it, though. Hey, Miss Phyllis G. Glad you made it here tonight. Marie Mitchell is waving hi. Cat F is saying hello, hello. And Miss S. Taylor is here. Hey. Charlotte de Roches. Des Roches. Hello, hello. Well, Miss Lizette. I saw your pictures on the Treasure Heart Creations Facebook group, and I was so jealous of it. So, glad you made it here, though. Okay. I think I got everyone. Oh my goodness. If it isn't Miss Carla Ford. How you doing, girl? Are you recuperated yet from our fiasco in Houston? All right. Well, Miss Mary. How are you, Miss Kevmirth? Glad you made it here tonight. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany in the house. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of people here tonight. Donna Monsoon. Hey, Donna. She's saying looking good. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know if it's just my computer or if it's really just the camera, but the image is very dark, and so I probably will have to invest in some good quality lights for this. But I'm better, been sick, but getting better. That's good to hear, Kim. It's always good to hear. Let's see, Maggie 70. Hello from New Hampshire. Hello, Maggie. Okay, so I think I got everybody. Oh, Donna Hoffler says picture is good here. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so it's snowing out. Okay, well, send the snow here. And Carla Ford says, nope, I hit the ground running, been running at full speed since returning home. Okay. All right, so what am I doing tonight? You know, honestly, I didn't want to do another ornament like this tonight because this is a little bit time consuming. I don't want to spend a whole ton of time on, honestly. Kind of want to keep this to about an hour. Last time we did almost an hour and a half just making these ornaments, but kind of need to make sure that we keep it, or at least end by maybe at the latest 8:45, but I'm not gonna, yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. But tonight I'm gonna do another ornament, and I'm actually gonna do or use this cord here. This was a decorative rope or cording that I found at Michael's, and what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to just keep wrapping it around this styrofoam ball. Now this is again a 3-inch styrofoam ball. You can pick this up at your local craft store, and I'm just going to do I've just been basically doing a whole series of ornaments, and what I'm going to do is just wrap it, coil it around, keep wrapping it around. Already got my hot glue gun kind of prepped. So yeah, this is something that you can do. It's very, very simple to do, and you can make it as elaborate or as simple as you want. What really makes the difference with this ornament is just how you embellish it. So it doesn't take that long to do, which is why I wanted to do this one tonight. I don't know if you caught it, but there are some markings on there. You can ignore that. That was actually a mistake from last week's video, or as I was preparing for last week's video, I kind of mismarked the ornament. So I said, forget it. I just grabbed another styrofoam ball. But for this ornament, you do not have to mark it. I just want to say that because I know somebody's going to ask me, what are those markings and how come you didn't give us the measurements? So there is none. Okay. So to start this off, I am just going to put a huge dollop of hot glue right there on the center. And get the cord and start wrapping it. Now, what I also like to do with this is just let it set. And just let the glue set for a few minutes, because if I start wrapping it now, it's going to kind of move around. Now the other thing, if I'm in a real rush, I'll just grab one of these pins and just pin it, just to hold it in place. And I'm just going to start wrapping it and wrapping it. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit here. There we go, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. And then as you wrap, so shall you glue. So I'm going to just put more hot glue around. And you just keep wrapping it. Simple as that. Okay, you don't need a whole ton of hot glue. I guess even your younger or your older children can actually even help you with this. Something for them to do if they want to get involved. You know, kids want to always help, but sometimes it's not a good idea for them to be using things like rotary cutters or scissors. But this is one, well, as long as they don't burn themselves with the hot glue gun, this is one that they can actually do. Now, I do know for a fact that people have done this particular ornament without the hot glue gun, and they use like craft glue. To me, it doesn't come out as good. I mean, I've tried it once, and I just prefer to use the hot glue gun because it dries much faster, and it's a lot more, to me it just looked a lot more, I don't want to say professional, what's the word, clean. With the craft glue, I mean, you can try squeezing the glue out of those bottles, and that is not easy to do. Okay, so again, this rope or this cord, I got it at Michael's. I'm pretty sure you can find similar products at Hobby Lobby or any craft store. You can even use twine to get a more country, kind of more rustic look to this. And again, it's just as easy as laying down glue and wrapping it around. Okay. And as simple as this ornament is, depending upon what you use or what kind of cording you use, I mean, it actually looks really good. And in fact, I gave a whole set of these ornaments away last year to someone, and they were quite impressed with how simple it was to make, but they were also impressed with how it looked. So if you're in a bind and you need to make a lot of ornaments, this might be a quick one to do. Or this is definitely a quick one to do. The only thing that I don't like about this particular ornament is the cording. This stuff can get expensive. Like, I think this whole roll was $9, but of course you can always get like a Michael's coupon, or I'm pretty sure Hobby Lobby has something similar. But I got this at regular price, so I paid $9 for it. Yes, silly me. And then the very next day they put it on 2 for 1. Do, 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 do. So let's see. Hi, Francis Pickimal from Sydney, Australia. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me here tonight. What time is it in Australia? It must be Wednesday. I'm assuming Wednesday in the afternoon. I was looking right before I started the live session. I was actually looking to see if I still had like an extra one of these ornaments so that you guys can kind of get the full picture as to what it looks like when it's fully decked out with the ribbons and all the embellishments. But unfortunately, I think I gave them all away last year, which is so sad because this is actually one of my favorite ornaments because it's easy and it's elegant. Okay. So, let's, oh, no snow, please, until Christmas Eve. Okay, Debbie, we'll pray that there is no snow coming. Katie Craft says, made folded star ornaments with friends this afternoon. Reminded me of making them out of gum wrappers back in high school. Oh, never did do that. Gum wrappers. Didn't know you actually could do that with a gum wrapper. I should, well, is the gum wrapper a fabric, or is it just that little silvery piece of paper thing? So, one thing about this, you know, what I'm doing or what I'm showing you is I'm actually putting hot glue all over, or as I wrap it around, I'm keep adding more and more hot glue. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can just kind of put like a dot of glue. So let me just do that. I'm just going to put a dot of glue there and then start wrapping. You don't necessarily have to do the whole line of glue. The point is that you just want to kind of secure it down. So in this case, I just put a dab of glue here, right here on where my thumb is. And I'm just going to keep wrapping, and then every so often I'll just add in another dab of glue. If you want to save your hot glue, I mean, you don't necessarily have to keep adding glue or lines of glue. You can kind of just spot glue it, I guess is the word, but I'm just going to add like a whole line and then lay it on there. It is a little bit more secure if you do it this, if you keep adding the glue all around rather than just doing the spot glue. But what I also notice is that if you put too much glue, because the temperature of this glue is pretty high, it can sort of melt the foam and you kind of get a distorted ornament. So, but you know, each to his own. You don't necessarily have to add this much glue or as much glue as I'm adding on here, but I do want to make sure that this cord does not come off, because I do tend to embellish it with other things, and sometimes I just add it directly over the cord. So if the cord comes unraveled, well, basically there goes your ornament. Okay. Let's see. June Hansen is asking, Eric, how are your mom and dad since all the nasty happened over there? Well, thanks for asking, June. Mom is, quite honestly, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while since I got back from Houston, but I'm pretty sure in her case, no news is good news. So I'm pretty sure she's fine. Last time I did talk with my mom was before I left Houston, and she seemed to be in good spirits. She is, what's kind of going on with her is that we're moving her into a sort of like seniors care facility, and there's actually a wait list to get into this particular facility. So she's just kind of patiently, dreading the day that she knows it's going to happen. Whoops, sorry. She knows it's going to happen, but she's kind of dreading the day. But she's also getting to the point where she's slowly getting okay with it. Because she sort of feels like she's losing her independence. And I understand that. But, my brothers are there. I got my step nephew who also helps out, and I believe he's also there as well. So she's surrounded by friends, she's surrounded by family, so she's not, although she lives by herself right now, she's not technically alone. Or maybe she is technically alone, but there's people around her that will, if she's in a bind or if something happens to her, there's a lot of people around. And my mom actually made friends with her neighbors, and so she talks with them kind of constantly. So it's good that she did that, because if something does in fact happen, the neighbors will alert us to that fact. So, but she's doing fine. I know a lot of people were emailing me, or a lot of you guys basically were emailing me after hearing about the fires in Maui and not realizing that Mom is actually on a different island, but we appreciate the concern. And she appreciates the concern as well. My dad, on the other hand, there is a quilt, or there is a video and a quilt that I'm trying to put together. That's one of those projects that I have to kind of push aside because other things take priority. But my dad passed away in 2014, and long story short, we didn't exactly get along, but toward the end of his life we kind of reconciled. And so there is a quilt that I am making that tells the story of the relationship between me and my father. So hopefully I can get that done soon and have it ready, or have the video ready by January. But there's other projects that have to happen before that, so that's what's the hold up. Okay. Hey, Miss Joe Carmel. How you doing, girl? Eric, I put a dowel through a box and put my spool of ribbon, rope, twine, etc. in front of me, and helps keep it from tangling. I used to do that. And I know what you're talking about. Like sometimes I would get a shoe box and put the dowel and have this in there so that I can just pull it. I should actually do that again because I have a lot of ribbon. But the other thing is I also have I just didn't set it up yet, but I do have a sort of like a curtain rod that actually can hold a lot of things like this. So all I would do is just kind of pull it off. I just never set it up. Okay. But sometimes, you just get so used to doing things one way that, in which I'm just used to having it like this and just unraveling it as I go. But I will say having something or having some kind of ribbon holder does make it more convenient. I'm almost to the top here. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a second. So, my chat froze, so I'm just trying to check to see. Oh, there. Okay, needed to refresh the chat. Sorry. So going to make these, Eric. Okay, Sharon, well, let us post a picture. Let me see how it turns out, or let us know how it turns out. Will you get more than 2 ornaments out of that roll of cord? Yes. So this is a, oh gosh, does it have the yardage on there? I think this was 10 yards. Yep. So this is a 10-yard roll or spool of cord. You can, I guess it takes about 5 yards. So, because normally I can get 2 ornaments out of this, and then I have like a 6-inch piece left over at the end. So yeah, you can get 2, but it also depends on the size of the ball that you're using. So again, this is a 3-inch styrofoam ball. If you make a 6-inch, I've done a 6-inch before, and I can only get 1 with some extra left over. So just keep that in mind. Roughly about 5 yards, I guess. But it also depends on how thick your cord is too. So this is this is about what, 1/4 inch thickness. Some people who use that real thin kind of twine, the baker's cords, those are really thin. So you need a lot of that to actually go around or to make a full ornament. So I guess the thicker the rope is or the cord is, the less in terms of length that you need. Hey, Sean. Well, you're up late tonight, but glad to have you here. So that is Sean, the guy who sews. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this because I wanted to do this. Let's go exclamation question. Oop. Okay, so lately I've been doing this thing where we have a question of the video, and tonight's question was inspired by a real life event. So let me tell you this story. It's depending on how you look at it or how you think of it, it's a fairly funny story, but it's kind of well, fair warning, if you got kids listening or if you got kids nearby, you might want to cover their ears. It's not, well, maybe they can hear it, but I just don't want to be responsible for some further discussion. So here goes. You know, as a YouTube creator or content creator, we sometimes get offered some collaboration deals with companies, or we get asked to do collaborations and product reviews by these various companies, and so sometimes they're quilting related and sometimes they just come out of left field. So I got an email, actually I've been getting a couple of emails from this one particular company, and I understand that the quilting space is heavily dominated by females. So this company sent me an email requesting that if I was asking if I was interested in doing a product review. And they didn't exactly say what product it was at first. So I replied back, oh, okay. Well, let's see what this is all about. So I replied back and said, okay, sure. Can you tell me what the product is? And can you tell me what you expect me to do with the product? So they responded back and said that they just wanted me to demo the product and give my thoughts about the product. And then when I looked up this company, it's a feminine hygiene company. And the product they wanted me to demonstrate, well, I don't know how in the world I would be demonstrating this, but it was a something similar to Vagisil. And so when I saw that, I said, somebody didn't do their homework, because don't they realize that I'm a male and I can't exactly, or don't exactly have a need for that product. But I played along. So I said, okay, specifically, again, what do you expect a male to do with this product? And they replied back, oh, again, just use the product and tell us what you think. Finally, I actually called the company and got got a hold of, or actually talked to someone and explained what was really going on with this email. And I was just asking them, how did they do their research and choosing these candidates? And you know, the lady that I talked to, she was gracious enough to just kind of explain. Basically, it's just a computer system that just sends out random emails to various YouTubers that they feel like would be interested in using their products and promoting their products. And again, being that quilting and sewing is a very, very heavily dominated or female dominated industry, or should I say industry, but it's a very heavily female dominated craft. They the computer system just kind of randomly picked me to and sent me the email. I'm like, guys, I think you guys need to check your algorithm, because it's choosing a male and you expect a male to represent your female hygiene brand. That does not sound good. So it ended up being a little bit embarrassing, and it ended up being kind of funny too. So that is the basis of the question that I have, because this company made the wrong assumption, and well, the representatives were, or the person that I talked to was kind of embarrassed by it. And you know, she ended up laughing, but she profusely apologized for any inconvenience, which I just thought was hilarious. But that is the basis for the question of this live. So if you type in exclamation question, you can kind of see, or the chat bot will repeat the question. But have you ever made a wrong assumption about something or someone and then was later embarrassed by it? You know, because sometimes we make the wrong stereotype, and that can end up causing some embarrassment to us, and sometimes it's just hilarious. Okay, so I'm actually here at the end already, and so when you get to the end, just put a huge dollop of glue, and you can kind of finagle the rope. Okay. I'm trying to be careful here so I don't burn my fingers. There it is. Okay. And what I really should have done was, actually I should have kind of got a lighter and burnished those ends so that it doesn't fray. But what I can also do is just kind of cover it there. Well, I'm going to basically cover this anyway, but I'm just going to put a little bit more hot glue there, and I'm just going to give it a couple moments. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Sorry, I forgot I put it on the face camera. So I got to the end, and when you get towards the end, the circle or the opening gets smaller and smaller. Just put a huge dollop of hot glue right there and just kind of slowly finagle the ends of the cord. And if you want to, on a cord like this, you can kind of burnish it with a lighter, and that's gonna help to keep the fraying or minimize the fraying. Or you could do what I just did, just kind of cut the rope, and when you finish it off, I just put a huge dollop of hot glue right there, and I'm just gonna let that sit. Okay. It's nice when I can catch you live. Oh, thank you, Sean. Okay, so, and he says, I only get requests from jewelry or kitchenware things. You're lucky. Because I get the feminine hygiene products for some reason. I don't know why. Hello, Miss Sheila Willis. Glad you made it here tonight. Eric, I'm trying to see your display board. What's on it? Oh, let me see. Okay, camera's gonna move, guys. So that is all the scrap blocks that I've been doing as a series throughout the year. So we're up to 9. Well, I think, no, wait, how much do we have? I forget. I think we're up to 9. I'm trying to get the next video out, but it doesn't look like it's going to be in time before Thanksgiving because I was trying to work on it this weekend, but stuff happened. Let's just say that. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to switch the cameras back to the overhead. So, yes, with the boss, he asked me how old I thought he was. He was 10 years younger, so I don't guess ages anymore. Oh gosh. Yeah, age is always a scary one, even for men. Okay, good night, Sharon. Thanks for stopping by. What is the applique on the black and white print? That is the butterfly. I think I might have to redo that particular block. Let me... Okay, quick lesson about this. So it is a butterfly applique, but it doesn't look like a butterfly applique from a distance because the pattern on the fabric, well, at least this is my explanation of it, the pattern on the fabric is so busy, and the scraps or the applique piece is actually even more busy. So when you look at it from the distance, it doesn't look like a butterfly. Now that I see this, I should have actually chose a different background, or I should have maybe outlined the butterfly with maybe a satin stitch or done some kind of rope, just to define it a little bit more. So, but when you see it up close like this, like on the camera, like as I'm looking on my screen here, you can kind of see it's fairly well defined, but when you look at it from a distance, it just looks like a hot mess. So yeah. Eric, can we use ribbon to do this or just cording? I've tried it with ribbon, Harriet. It's better with a cord though. Okay. If you are going to do it with ribbon, there is a technique where you can actually wrap it. So you can do this with ribbon, but you're going to have, like when you wrap it around, it's not very, it's not easy to do. Let me just put it that way. So it won't have this type of spiraling effect. What I do know you can do is you can, if you want to use ribbon, let me see if I have a contrasting ribbon. If you want to use ribbon, you can, there is a technique to do it. You wrap it around and you meet up. So I started here, whoops, started up here, and now I'm back up here again. And as you wrap the ribbon around, and this is where having a ribbon holder comes in handy, kind of slowly angle it and then come up the other way. So maybe I'll do that in a future video, because there is a ribbon wrapping technique that I've done. It's not my favorite technique to do, quite honestly, but it's just as fast, and just as fast as making one of these ornaments, but not so elegant, I will say that. Okay, so hey Jam, Eric, I almost forgot you were on, was watching The Shape of Water. Ooh, I love that movie. Kind of a weird movie, but I love it. Okay, maybe add black antenna. That's an idea, Debbie. I was actually toying around with that too, and there's been a number of people that actually suggested that. But having a black antenna mixed in with the black checkerboard, I don't know. Maybe I would do like a red and extend it out. But we'll see. We'll see what finally comes out of this. Okay. Got a lot of glue here. So now I am just going to start to decorate it. And so the beauty of this style of ornament, I mean, the cord is one thing, but how you decorate it is going to make or break the ornament, I would say. So I just want to use up this. This was actually just lying here on the table, so I think I'm going to use this to right there at the top. So again, I'm just going to grab a huge dollop of hot glue right there and stick this down. Make sure that stays. Stick this down. No, maybe it's a little long, so I'm gonna kind of make it. Ow! I just burnt myself. Hey, Sheila D. Add some more glue here at the top to make sure everything gets held together. And let's see. Do I want to use the white or do I want to use the red? What do you guys think? Let's see. which ribbon should I use for my bow? Should I go with this? Should I go with this white? I am gonna put this flower. Actually, let me do that first. So you could do something like that, or do this flower is really big. Or do I put the flower on top? No, but then I don't have room for the hanger. Okay, let's take a vote. Does the flower, yes to the flower or no to the flower? It's amazing how much glue comes off. Okay, people are saying no flower, no flower, no. Okay, white for hanger, then red flower. Okay, another no flower. Okay, so people are not liking this flower. Okay. Okay, then red ribbon, or this is kind of an off-white cream color, although it's really faded, but still pretty. Because I do still want to put a bow on there. So red ribbon for the bow, or this white. I also do have another red one here with the snowflake. Do I have a gold? Nope. I got this turquoise one, and we have that turquoise one. Maybe hot glue some pearls on it also. Ooh, that's a good idea. Thank you for that one, Debbie. I'm really smart. I'm blowing on my phone trying to cool your glue gun. I think I need some sleep. Okay, Nancy. Oh boy, that's a first. Get some rest, Nancy. You can always catch the replay after. Love the flower, just not on this application. Okay, that's fair, Donna. Thank you. Yeah, I think the flower would be better off on a bigger ornament. So if I had this covered in ribbon, I could glue that there. That would make much more sense. So flowers out for this particular ornament. Snowflakes. People are saying snowflakes. So this, I'm assuming this one. Good night, Sean. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so the jury has spoken. We are going with these snowflakes. Unless you meant the turquoise. Well, no. This also has snowflakes. Okay, decision's made. We're going with this one. So I'm gonna make a bow out of this. If I can get it open. By the way, these particular ribbons came from the Dollar Tree. So, $1.25. And you know, I've been stopping by in Dollar Tree a lot lately just to kind of see what new crafting things they got. And I gotta say, they're upping their crafting game. Okay, why is it that I can't get this open? Snowflake ribbon and string of pearls. Okay, Diane. We shall do the string of pearls. Actually, do I have strings of pearls? I don't think I have a string of pearls, but I do have pearls. So I can do something with that. Good night, Jim. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see, how big do I want to make it? Yep. So is that big enough? Or is that too big? A little bit smaller. So this is about a 2.5-inch loop. Let's see, is that gonna work? Yeah, that should work. So I'm gonna twist it there and twist it there. See if that still works, or is that too big? Okay, now that I look at it, that's pretty big. Okay, wait, let's redo it. And let's do a much more simpler bowl. Smaller. Make it easier for myself. Why am I doing it so hard? And why am I doing? Oh, because I gotta twist it now. Wait, I'm totally doing this wrong. That's why. Okay. Third time's a charm. See, even I make mistakes. So I do this. And I'm going to poke the hole, or insert that there. Whoops. Not trying not to poke my own self. Wait, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Da, 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 da. It's supposed to go like that. Brain fart. And poke it up from the bottom. Oh, forget the pin. I'll just do it this way. I know why. I'll just do it like this. Oop. Why am I having such a hard time doing bowls tonight? This is usually the one thing that I do get right. Okay, it looks like the sound came back. Is the sound back? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but the sound kind of went off for a little bit, or the microphone went off. Okay, but yeah, so you kind of get the idea of it. I'm gonna fix this bow or make a better one later, but kind of get the idea. And of course, if you have other things that you want to glue onto the top of, whoops, sorry. If you have other things that you want to glue on the top or add to it, of course, you can be as elaborate or as simple as you want. I might add a few more things to, such as pearls, as Diane was suggesting. So yeah, this is basically the basic idea of this particular ornament. It's very fast, very elegant. It just depends upon the type of cord that you get. Again, I got this particular cord at Michael's, and this is a 10-yard spool. It'll give you at least 2 ornaments. And if you don't want to use this cord, maybe you want to use like twine. I've seen that. I've seen people use that as well. But basically, if you got any kind of rope, or even rope, believe it or not, it can look very, very decorative. So yeah, there you have it. That's tonight's ornament. Something quick, something simple. And I need to make a few more of these. So there are different colors. Like, I was kind of debating whether I wanted to use this red and gold. I might do 2 ornaments, or a second ornament with using this, and then 2 more ornaments using this. And I also do have a silver. So to kind of complete the set, I might just do 6 ornaments using this particular kind of rope. So, but yeah, that's the ornament for tonight. And I am really not satisfied with that bowl. Maybe I can cover it up somehow, but we'll see. Okay, so hello. So yeah, want to thank everybody for joining here tonight. Let's see if I missed a comment. Corsage pin, pearl heads. Oh, okay. I do have some of those, so I might be adding more to it. So thanks for that suggestion, Donna. I'd add 1 more of the green sprigs with that big bow. Can't see much of the greenery. I do. That's a good point, Kat. So I think I might do that as well. Or maybe I'll add it right on top of the bow. We'll see how it all plays out. Okay, so want to thank you guys for joining me here tonight. I appreciate that you guys spend the time with me, even though I know for some of you it's really, really late. Hope you guys learned something with this new technique, or with this technique, I should say. And I will not be going on, or, well, if I do, it'll not be it will just be me talking. But this weekend I am leaving again for Utah, and we're going to be out exploring. So yeah, expect to see some pictures or maybe even videos about that. I want to wish everybody a very happy and joyous Thanksgiving. Hope that you guys get to spend time with family and friends. Yeah, but I will be out exploring. So Okay, any last minute questions or any last minute comments? I do see. Oh, looks perfect to me. Oh, thank you, Joe. Dollar Tree snowflake on top. Ooh, I do have snowflakes. Why didn't I know I have a snowflake. I do have snowflakes. I could be adding that to that. We'll see. I'm gonna play around some more. But sorry. Yep. So I'm gonna have some fun. Or I'm gonna, I don't know, that bow is just bugging me right now. So I'm gonna play around with it. But all right, everyone, have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you again for joining me here tonight. And I hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday. And more than likely I won't go live this weekend, or I won't be active this weekend because I'll be traveling, and I probably won't have any kind of internet connection. Yep, that's what usually happens when you go out exploring. All right, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Try not to eat too much or eat for me. If you do overstuff yourself, enjoy it, because it only happens once a year. All right, guys, thanks for joining me here tonight, and let's all get out there and let's all create something. Mwah. Bye for now.